Michelangelo Antonioni one, it has a moment where you realize that the one fellow is getting sick and tired of the fellow without video, and he just decided, I don't know if he told you that I'm leaving or what have you, but he basically bombs the rest of the interview.
Yeah, he bailed out, and the thing is, the guy's name was Richard Pena, and it wasn't because the guy didn't have the thing is, Pena didn't like this guy Mike Rust because Mike Rust had a PhD, but he had a PhD in like chemistry or something, so he didn't have a film PhD. Hamish Ford was from Australia, so he didn't have video for some reason, and Pena was one of these guys. This was when I was sending out these syllabi, and I would say estimated time 120 minutes, 140 minutes. So if you can't do that, you should tell me when I send these things out. Read your fucking email. So this Pena guy, he ended up bailing out of the last 20 or 30 minutes of it, and it was just Gross or whatnot. But he didn't like Gross, and there's an exchange early on where Gross said something about cameras. It was something about a camera lens, and that Antonioni used a certain type of camera lens or whatnot. And Pena came back and he's like, "Whoa," and for some reason, he didn't like Gross to begin with, and then after the Gross made that camera lens thing, and I guess he felt he debunked him. He just got a kind of attitude, and it's like, boy, you are really just being an asshole. I mean, and he was just dick waving, and it was like, oh, get out of here. So that's about it.
Said that all three of them look like idiots when they're positing that the Red Desert is part of the tetralogy with the Alienation trilogy, because of course it has so many similarities when it's in the outside world and in color and precisionistic.
And this is one of
highly intimate dramas.
This is one of my great moments. I mean, there are a number of things. If I went through and I watched all of these with you or someone else, I could say here, and I could say, now watch this question coming up when I do this, and I could explain what happens and whatnot. I put it out there and I said that Red Desert, Blow Up, and Zabriskie Point are far more trilogy. They are looking outward in certain ways, and I give peerless examples of this. I show exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not just pulling something out of my ass. I did a similar thing in this Robinson Jeffers show that I just did, where I gave them a few things. I was talking about how Jeffers might have been influenced by German Expressionism. They don't pick this up. These people don't make the same kind of connections that I can make and that are obvious to me. In the similar way, these Antonioni people did not pick up on the fact that they are just repeating the stuff that bad critics from mid-20th century made. They are not adding anything that they themselves picked up on. They are aping other people. That's something that I don't do in my art. I don't do in my criticism. I don't do in these interviews like this.